Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Happy Friday, and I'm feeling better. I still have a little bit of a froggy voice, but feeling better. And I'm ready to stamp with you today. So today when I say I'm ready to stamp with you, that's kind of funny because we're not going to do any stamping. We're actually going to be doing a lot of gluing. So today we're going to make a card, and I am not going to be stamping, but I'm going to be using a lot of die cuts. So let's get started today and see what you think of this card. Okay, so today I'm going to be using this white cardstock, and I'm going to be using a couple blending brushes with a couple of ink pads. So these are my ink pads today. I'm going to use Soft Sea Foam and Lost Lagoon. Oh, these look good together. Oh my gosh, I love them. So first I'm going to use my Soft Sea Foam, and I'm going to be using the Artistic Mix Decorative Masks. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that down, and I'm going to use my light green blending brush. Okay, so I don't have one for every color. I just kind of use them for, I have a light green and a dark green. I have a light blue and a dark blue. So I have a pink and a red. So that's kind of how I roll. So you can do anything you like, but I don't clean mine after each use. I just kind of clean them off on paper and go with it. So I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to bring some, so this is a very light color, right? Soft Sea Foam is a very subtle color. It's in the subtles, and it's really I almost see it as like a beach green. It's so beautiful and pale. So let's see how this looks. I'm just gonna lift up a corner and see how it's looking. Yep, it's looking pretty good. I think, ooh, I moved it. Oh, I didn't mean to move it. Okay, so we're gonna try to get it back where it was. I'm gonna add a little more. And then I'm really kind of burnishing it in, right? I'm not being gentle with the blending brush. I'm really kind of bringing some color in. And I like it. I think I'm just going to leave that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is close this pad, open my Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to layer another color on top. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit and move this around, kind of like that. Okay. So I'm going to add some Lost Lagoon. So these two colors, Lost Lagoon is also a subtle, in the subtle family. And I kind of think they play well. There's actually three greens that I like together. One is Soft Sea Foam, Lost Lagoon, and Mossy Meadow. So those are my three colors that I chose to as the kind of the base of my card. And then of course I'm bringing in some black. So black is a very easy color to add in. See how this looks. I never tried this, so we're experimenting. Ooh. Okay, I think it's very cool. It's kind of artsy. And it's, I like it. I think it's enough. I'm not going to bring in any more color. I think I'm just going to go with that. Okay, so these are the Artistic Mix. This is one of the Artistic Mix Decorative Masks. They're still available in the annual catalog on page 136. Okay, so masks are really cool. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use some dies from Gorgeously Made Dies, and here's what I did. I cut a whole bunch of these. So I cut 2 of the Mossy Meadow, 2 of the Soft Sea Foam, and 2 of the Lost Lagoon. And now what I'm going to do is just kind of glue them down. It's going to take me a minute, but we can chat while we're doing it. I'm going to bring in my actually, I don't need to put that on there. I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet, and I'm going to kind of work these around, right? So I'm going to place some kind of different areas. They'll overlap some, like that. Okay, so we'll see how this works. I didn't, when I cut these out, I didn't poke all the little pieces out. If they came out, I left them out, but if they didn't, I didn't poke them out. Okay, so I am going to use my glue, and I'm just going to start gluing these down. So I don't need to glue the whole thing because I think some of it is going to hang over, but what hangs over will just stick to the silicone craft sheet, and that'll be fine. So I'm just going to glue probably the upper pieces of these. Just get enough on here to hold it in place. Ooh, I'm putting a lot of glue, Trevis. Maybe too much. Might ooze out a little bit. We'll see how that works. Okay. My fingers are even getting gluey. Girlfriend said, keep a wet cloth handy and then you can always wipe your fingers off. Why don't I do that? Hey, you know what I have here though is my chamois. Just perfect. I can wipe my fingers off on that. And what I need is an extra silicone craft sheet to hold these down. Hang on a second. I have one right here. I can kind of put that down and hold those in place. Okay, 3 done. Ooh, it's really squeezing out. 3 to go. So, what have you been up to? Anything exciting? Gosh, the weather has been so beautiful here in St. Louis. We had a beautiful week. Gosh, this is really squeezing out for some reason. We've had like unseasonably warm February, which is weird. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. I love it. Okay, so this one, I'm going to overlap. Okay, and then my last one is this one. I think this is at the end of its life, and it's just, the glue is like, I want out. I don't know, just saying. It's going crazy on me. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Ta-da. All right. Now, fingers are all sticky. So I have my silicone, this came with my glass mat, and it's perfect. Great. Now I have a piece of black cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. This is 5.5 by 8.5. This is going to be my cardstock base. And I have a white piece to put inside. I'm going to go ahead and glue that in. I'm not going to use glue. I'm going to use adhesive. Put this inside because, so this is 5 by 3 3/4. So there's a nice border. Okay, because when it's black cardstock, you really need something on the inside. Okay, so as soon as that is glued down, see it's got all this little pieces of glue, which will all just peel off when I, after it dries. That's the cool thing about your silicone craft sheet. Okay, so now I get to cut all these little things off. My scissors might get a little gluey, but usually just use Goo Gone to clean my scissors. I know there's different things that people use, but that usually works pretty good for me. I think I did use a lot of glue, which will be good in the end, but for now, glue, glue, glue everywhere. And, and it's sticking to my fingers. There we go. Almost done. Oh yeah, it's cool. Okay, so I have all that done. And now you can see the finished product there. Can you see how pretty that looks? Ooh, I love it. Okay, but it needs something, and I'm not going to do any stamping. So what I did was I went to some more dies that I have, and they're called Wanted to Say dies, and I cut out Happy Birthday. So I thought if I cut those out of black that they would still work on top of all this other stuff I had going on. So now I get to use more glue. On this. And I'm just going to do both of these at the same time. Happy Birthday. Okay. Take your pick tool, might work best. Okay, so I can position this right. Okay, so hopefully I'm in screen and you can see what I'm doing. So, happy birthday. Oh, I think that's so cute. Now, if you have little bits of glue, right, that are kind of like just squeezed out and like kind of just really sticky, you can take your little pack that came with your embossing kit, and you can just take that and you can tap it on top of the glue. You want to be gentle with it though, because you don't want too much to come out. Okay, and it'll take away the sticky. You don't want to go too crazy, because it has a tendency to kind of alter the color if you get too much going on. But look, it takes away all the sticky. So I did use a lot of glue. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so I don't think it needs an embellishment. I was thinking that maybe I would just use some pearls. What is my... Ooh, I just got a lot of steps. I did work out today. So my Fitbit's telling me that I've been a good girl today, and I got 10,000 steps. Yay! Okay, so when I mount this on here, I thought about popping it up, but I don't think I need to. I think I'm just going to go flat down with it. That is so unique. Honestly, haven't seen a card like this. I really haven't. I didn't case this. I kind of came up with it in my head, so I hope you like it. I had thought about using some pearls, but I just really don't think pearls go with this card. It's a very, could be a very masculine card, so I think I'm just going to leave the embellishments off. So there's our finished card today. I hope you enjoyed it. My name's Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. And thanks for subscribing and watching my videos. Appreciate it, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye.